for tabletop position, setting up for just a nice cat-cow warm-up. So inhale, you're gonna arch and look up toward the ceiling and lift your tailbone. And then exhale, scoop the belly, round the spine, looking at your navel. Inhale, you arch and look up and lift the heart and open across the chest. And then exhale, the tailbone tucks, round through the spine, getting that deep stretch in the low back. Inhale, arch, and the shoulders relax. You feel those lats engage. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, engaging your core and looking in between the inner thighs. We have 3 more here. Inhale as you arch and look up. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest, feeling that deep stretch across the upper back. 2 more. Inhale, arch, tailbone lifts, belly drops. And exhale, round through the spine, tucking the chin. 1 more time. Inhale, arch and look up, and that tailbone lifts. And then exhale, round through the spine, look at the belly button. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, push firmly into both hands, and just start to lift the knees up and down. So we're lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling, and we're just getting that deep lower abdominal pelvic floor work here. So exhale, just lift, inhale, tap. Feeling the lower abdominals, feeling the inner thighs and your pelvic floor engage. And then make sure that you're pushing firmly into both hands. That way we stay active and lifted in the upper back. And we just start to target those lower abs here. We have 5 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. And for 4, go up and down. Last 3, up and down. And for 2, up and down. 1 more time. Lift up, stay up, pause right here. Just breathe deep inhales, deep exhales here. And now start to pull your knees together and open the knees out. Almost like you're doing clamshells with both legs. While we're hovering up off the mat, knees together, knees open. 8, open. 7, open. You got it. 6, open. We're here for 5. Exhale. Last 4. And for 3. Last 2. 1 more time. Drop it down. Stretch it back to child's pose, or in Pilates we call it shell stretch. Forehead to the mat. Arms are long. Booty is back on the heels. Just breathe. Deep inhales. Deep exhales here. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, come forward and reach your right arm and your left leg out in front of you. Create length throughout the body. And then exhale, drop the arm and leg down. Then inhale, reach your left arm and right leg out. Create length through the spine. Long line of energy from the fingertips to the toes. And then exhale, drop it down. Keep alternating and breathing, and trying to get a little longer in that stretch each time. This move is really great for strengthening our spine, working every muscle in our body. Inhale, extend. And it's one of the best things that you can do if you ever feel low back pain. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop. Good, just breathe and get a little bit longer each time. Keep your core tight. Point your toes. Continue breathing each time that you lengthen, and even feel a little bit of a hip flexor stretch as you extend your femur bone out of that hip joint. Lengthening, feeling the glutes engage, and then drop it down. We have 4 more. Reach, resist. Last 3, reach, resist. And for 2, reach, resist. 1 more time, reach, hold it right here. Pulse the arm and leg up and down. So our opposite arm and leg is lifting and lowering at the same time. Feeling the glutes engage. keeping the core tight and keeping our eyes focused about 3 inches in front of our hand on the mat and down. Lift, lower. 10 seconds left. Exhale, inhale, squeezing your glute, feeling it lift up to the low back for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Other side, extend your left arm and right leg back. Reach the energy out of the fingertips and toes and just start to pulse the arm and the leg both up and down. Letting the leg lift by that glute engagement. So you're squeezing your butt, you're keeping that left lat engaged, and the right shoulder is directly over that right wrist so that we have that super active, strong upper back, and keep pulling the navel deeply into the spine just for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Now let's go back into tucking the toes, lifting the knees up, and let's make it a little more advanced. Can you from here extend your left leg and right arm out and then drop it down? And then alternate your other arm and leg extend and you drop it down. If you need to modify and move it back onto the knees, that's perfectly fine, as it is a challenging move. Inhale, you reach. Exhale, you drop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drop. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that position. We're going to walk the arms forward and the feet forward. Then we're going to walk the arms back and the feet back. Walk it forward. Walk it back, keeping that long spine position, keeping the knees up and hovering. Walking it forward, walking it back. We're here for 4, 3, 2, last 1, and drop it to your knees and lie onto your belly for a cobra pose. Hands go down beside your chest. Your forehead and nose go to the mat. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, push into the hands. Lengthen your spine, lift the heart. Inhale, lower back down. It's slow and controlled, and we get that full length in the spine as we lift. Inhale, and then exhale, lowering it back down. You only want to come up as high as you can without feeling any pain in the low back. So how we do that is by keeping the glutes engaged and lengthening our cervical and thoracic spine to come up, and then lowering back down slow with the elbows glued in tight to the waist. Exhale, push into the hands. Lift your heart open across the chest. Inhale, lower back down slow, feeling those triceps work. We have 4 more. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, lower back down. Last 3. Exhale up. Inhale down. And for 2, exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, lower down. 1 more time. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, lower right back down. Tuck your toes, push up into a plank position. Hold the plank position, just breathe. And now gently start to rock forward and back on the balls of the feet, pushing your heels back behind you to feel a really nice stretch in our Achilles tendon, in the calves, as we work every muscle throughout the body here. Inhale forward, exhale back, pushing the heels a little further each time to deepen the stretch behind the legs. 5, back, 4, back. Last 3, exhale. 2, exhale. 1 more time, and rest. Drop it to your knees. Stretch it back, shell stretch or child's pose. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. And then exhale, come forward and back to our plank. We're gonna take the right hand to the left shoulder, then drop it down. Left hand, right shoulder, drop it down. If you need to modify and drop it to your knees, that's okay. We're just alternating which hand taps that opposite shoulder. We're here for 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Push it back into our downward dog or in Pilates elephant stretch and start to prance it out in parallel by bending one knee, stretching the opposite heel firmly down into the mat, feeling the stretch in the calf and all the way up into the hamstrings. Keep your core tight. Keep your eyes focused down on the mat so that the neck is long. Just prance and breathe. 10 seconds left here. Let it feel good. Get that heel to touch that mat each time if you can. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your right leg up in the air for single leg elephant, and then step the right foot forward in between the hands. Lift up into a warrior pose, and then bend the arms and bring your hands to prayer. Bend the back knee down, lift it up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift. We're here for 8, lunging, working our legs and glutes. 7, down and up. 6, lift. Feeling that deep psoas stretch as we lower. Feeling the glute on the right, stabilizing leg. 3, and for 2, and for 1. Stand all the way up, step the feet together, reach your arms up for a chair pose, bring your hands back to prayer, and we stand and squat for 10. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down 9. We're here for 8, up, down. 7, up and down. 6 more. And for 5. Last 4. Last 3. And for 2. One more time. Drop it down. Pulse that booty up and down. Squeeze your core. Squeeze your butt. 2 to 3 inches up. 2 to 3 inches down. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot back. Reach your arms up for that warrior lunge. Hands to prayer, and let's lunge down and up. 9, inhale, exhale. 8, left. 7, and up. 6 more. We're here for 5 and 4. Last 3 and for 2 and 1. Drop the hands back. Step back to a plank. Hold your plank. Your right foot comes out and taps beside the floor on the mat, and it lifts back to center. And then the left foot taps and lifts back up. So we go right, center, left, center, right, and left. One more time each way. Right and left. Drop it to your knees. Stretch it back. Child's pose. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. And then exhale, come back up and lie onto your side. With your right forearm down on the mat and your legs extended out at a diagonal from your hips. So you want your butt all the way to the back edge of the mat. You can take your left hand and either place it in front of your body on the mat, to your hip, or for more of a challenge, behind the head. Then from there, you're gonna drag your left leg up the right, extend it up toward the ceiling, flex the ankle, bring it down. Point your toes, drag it up that right leg, lift it up, flex the ankle, drop it down. Stay engaged in your external obliques. so that your side body is lifted off the mat and that we're not sinking in the shoulder or in the waist. Lift up, extend, flex, and down. Drag, extend, flex, and down. We're here for 4. Flex and down. Last 3. Up, flex, down. 2. Up, flex, down. One more time. Drag it, lift it, flex down. Keep it flex and in an external rotation, and we circle forward and around. An imaginary basketball above the foot. So we're going forward and around, stabilizing the pelvis and hips, feeling that rotation of your femur bone in the hip joint. And if it's uncomfortable for you to be in such a turnout, feel free to modify and turn the foot to parallel. It's kind of a quick movement. We're going up and around and lengthening the leg out of the hip joint. For 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. Go the other way. Out and around. Back and forward. Around that imaginary basketball. Right above that bottom leg. Feeling the glutes. Feeling your core. And trying to stay active in the upper body by pushing firmly into that right hand so that we're not sinking into the shoulder. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. From there, you're going to beat the top foot forward and back, in front and behind that bottom leg. Little tiny pulses, tap it front, behind. And the bottom leg is in an external rotation so that the right toes are on the mat, but the heel is lifted. Tap, lift, tap, lift. We're here for 5. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and done. Bend both knees forward, and now we're just gonna lift the top leg up and bring it back down. So the knees are bent, hips are stacked, shins are in line with the front edge of the mat. We're working our outer thigh, we're working our glutes, and we're strengthening our hips right here. Up and down. This series is one of the best things that you can do when you have low back pain, because strengthening our posterior chain is the most important thing for low back support. Exhale, inhale. We're here for 5. Last 4. Move slowly down to feel the burn. 3, 2, 1 more. Lift up, stay up, little pulses up and down. Breathing into it, squeeze, release, release and squeeze. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Now lift that top leg up, push the energy through the heel, straighten the leg out, and then bend it forward. Exhale, push and straighten. Inhale, bend it forward. We're here for 8. Bend. Try to keep your foot and your knee on an even plane. Exhale. Inhale. We're here for 5 and 4. Remember to stay active in the waist. 3, 2, push it out, hold it there on 1, and flex the ankle, bring the leg forward, point your toes, squeeze your butt, lengthen back, flex and bring it all the way forward, point and squeeze to lengthen. As you come forward, feel that deep stretch in the hamstrings and calves, and as you go back, feel your glute engage and lift up to the low back. Inhale as we come all the way forward, exhale as we go all the way back. We're here for 4, squeeze, 3, and back, 2, and back. 1 more time, bring it back, drop it down, and roll onto your back. And let's stretch out that piriformis. So cross the left ankle over the right knee, hold that stretch for a moment, breathe. And then take your hands behind your right leg and extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. And we'll get that nice stretch in the external rotator of our hip, that left piriformis. You can gently rock it out side to side if it feels good for you. Awesome work. Now drop the foot down, press your hands down, keep the left ankle crossed over the right knee, engage your glutes, lift your hips up toward the ceiling, and let that left knee sink down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, lower. We have 9 more of those. We go up and down, 8 more, lift up and down, keeping that ankle crossed. 7, lift and lower. 6, we're here for 5, last 4, and for 3, last 2. One more time, lift up, stay up, push that left knee to the mat, and then roll all the way down and hug both knees up to the chest, and just gently rock it out side to side, massaging out the low back, and then roll on up, and we'll get to the work on the other side. So now, the left forearm is down, your legs are extended out at a diagonal from the hips. Your right hand can come to the mat, to the shoulder, or behind the head. And we're gonna point and lift that top leg up, and then flex and bring it down. Inhale, point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. We're here for 8. We go up and down. 7 more. Up and down. 6 more. Up and down. And for 5. Last 4, 3, and for 2, and 1. Now we're going to drag the foot up the leg, extend it up to the ceiling and bring it down. Drag it up, extend, and down. We're here for 8. Flex down. 7. Flex down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, lower. 5 more. Try not to move the hips. Try to stay active in the side body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, starting with our circles, forward and around. That imaginary basketball right above that bottom foot. Forward and around. Forward and around. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it the other way, back and around. 9 and around. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now beat that top foot in front and behind with that bottom leg. Little pulses here. Up, down, up, down. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Bend both knees forward. Maintain that 90-degree angle with the legs. And we just lift the top leg up and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're here for 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, last 2. 1 more, lift up, stay up, little pulses, 2 to 3 inches up, 2 to 3 inches down, squeezing and releasing just for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Lift the top leg up, flex the ankle, push the energy through the heel, then bend the knee forward. Exhale, push. Inhale, bend. We're here for 8. Try to get that full leg extension out of the hip joint. Try not to sink in the shoulders, staying active in your core. 5 more. Feel the glute and the hamstring engaged. 4. And for 3. Exhale, 2. 1 more time, push it out. Now flex the ankle, bring your leg all the way forward. Feel the stretch. Point your toes, squeeze your butt and lengthen. Flex and bring it all the way forward. Point to squeeze and lengthen back. We're here for 8. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 7 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. We're here for 6. Inhale, exhale, trying to keep the foot and knee on that even plane. Forward. Last 3, breathing through it. And for 2. One more time, forward and back, and rest. Roll onto your back. Cross that working right ankle up and over the left knee for a piriformis stretch. Option to grab behind the leg and lift it up for a deeper stretch, gently rocking side to side, massaging out the hips, massaging out the low back. And then drop that left foot down, push your hands down, and let's go to some bridging here. So exhale, lift the hips up, drop the right knee to the mat, feel a deeper stretch in the piriformis, and go down for 10. Exhale, lift, squeeze your glute, inhale, lower. We're here for 8, 7, 6, exhale, 5, last 4, and for 3, last 2. One more, lift up, stay up, feel that stretch, and lower all the way back down. Reach both legs long out in front of you. Reach your arms overhead. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, fingertips up, chin to the chest. Roll forward, reach for your toes. Take that deep forward fold stretch and start to take little pulses here. Forward, reaching a little further each time for that deep spine stretch. Forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back up, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then tilt from the tailbone, scoop into the belly, flex the ankles, squeeze into the inner thighs, and roll down as slowly as you possibly can, connecting each point of the spine to the mat. Inhale, your arms reach overhead. Exhale, fingertips up, chin to the chest, peel up inch by inch. Rolling forward, point the toes, reach over the toes and pulse 10. Pulse 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack the spine, sit up tall, shoulders down, then tilt from the tailbone, point the toes, scoop into the belly, roll down inch by inch, reach your arms overhead, take a deep inhale, last one. Exhale, fingertips to the ceiling, chin to the chest. Roll forward, reach for the toes and start to pulse. Reaching a little further in that spinal decompression each time. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1.
We are done. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a great day.